But this is a brass band, which differs from a concert band, which differs from a symphonic band, and it certainly differs from an orchestra. Some instruments which you might be very familiar with are, and they will stand when I call their name, the trombones. Never applaud for the trombone players, it only encourages them. Behind the trombones, we have a standard percussion section. In this instance, two guys back there. We have a timpanist, who's also playing some auxiliary percussion. And we have a drum set player. So far, everything is right where you would expect it to be. Along the back row, and all four of you guys can stand up for a minute, what are those? Ah, but they are not the same. Look at Tim's tuba. Hold it up, Tim. And look at Frank's tuba. Yes. On our left, we have the B-flat tuba, which is the very bottom end of this particular ensemble, and to our right is the E-flat tuba, which is pitched a little higher than your standard tuba. So that's one of the first differences that you'll see between this kind of an ensemble and an orchestra, for instance, where there is only one tuba. Yes. You can always applaud for the tuba players because they never get enough. Right in front of me, here we have four gentlemen, and you can stand. We have E-flat horns, or peck horns as they were once called. And Mark here is playing an instrument that was made very popular in the late 70s by a fellow named Chuck Mangione. Remember him? That's the flugelhorn. And you can sit down, guys. Now, to many, many Americans, there is no difference between a baritone and a euphonium in the schools. This is what we're taught. And you can see them shaking their heads. On the inside of this line, we have the brass band baritone, which is very different from the baritone that we often teach in our elementary and high school music programs. And then on the outside here, you have the euphonium, which you'll see has the same three valves, but it's a much bigger instrument, and there's an extra valve tucked away on the bottom. I still have no idea what it does, but they do, and that's all that matters. So that's the euphonium and baritone part of the brass ensemble. And the largest contingency right here are the cornets. Cornets are different from the trumpet, and not just in size. Everybody's familiar with a trumpet. We remember what a trumpet looks like. The cornet, Mitch, would you show yours off for a minute? It's a little stubbier and a little wider. Well, you know, it's a family show, Mitch. Keep it down. And it's pitched in B-flat, just like the standard trumpet is, and it's roughly the same size as the standard trumpet. The difference is that this is what we call a conical bore instrument. So is the trombone, more or less. Certainly the baritones and euphoniums, and the horns and the flugelhorns. That means that all of these instruments, essentially from the mouthpiece to the bell, the pipe continues to get wider. The tubing gets wider and wider, and that's why they have a rounder, less brilliant and edgy sound than trumpets. Trumpets are a cylindrical bore instrument, which means for the most part, the pipe is the same length all the way through until it flares out. And over here we have four guys in front, we're all playing identical parts, the cornet, and the four people in the back are also playing cornets, but they're playing piano, second and third. And then, as I was saying, Adam Schoenfeld is going to play for us Memory from Cats, which is a great tune that everybody knows, and he is playing the E-flat soprano cornet. And that is a $5 lesson, which we'll only charge $1 on your way out.